Hey ladies and gents, welcome to a new review. Behind us is the new Tesla Model 3. This is the rear-wheel drive. This is the facelift or the Highland or whatever you call it in your country. Let's check it out. So here's the new Tesla Model 3 Highland facelift, whatever you call it. Looks fresh, looks new. I do prefer the headlights on the old model, but we're not going to talk about tastes. We all have opinions about that, so that's something we don't discuss. Let's check the car. So this is the new red color. You can see it on this half shade, half sun. I already filmed it before. It's a little bit dirty. It's a Tesla's test car, so I got it for an hour. There it is. It looks pretty nice. I like the new hubcaps. Don't like the alloys underneath, but I already did a full review on the long range in Munich EAA. It was released in Europe. So this is the rear-wheel drive, single electric motor on the back. It's a rear-wheel drive, and it's I think it was 60 kilowatt-hour battery that's usable like a little slightly around 57, 58, I forgot from top of my head. I'm gonna put a technical details in the video description if you're interested in that. Back end has this new C-shaped lights. Looks fresh, looks better than the old ones perhaps. Tesla signature now. The cargo space is the same. I'm just gonna open it and show it to you a little bit. So it's basically the same. Now you have these, so these are covered with carpeted. So I think these are blanks because this doesn't have the premium sound system. You have the two LEDs there. This is the emergency release for the charge port. Changes, this is cloth, and this is cloth. You can of course here program the height. So this isn't a bad thing to do when your car is so dirty. Just clean the cameras there. Also, this shelf is now cloth underneath. This is the type 2 you get for public charging stations, and you still get in Europe the travel charge pack, and that's the first aid in there. Let's close it up. Has a little different beep sound when closing. I'm sorry there's traffic here, but just really on short notice, so I just didn't want to waste time finding a better spot. So closing sound is much better. They finally added double glazing. If the camera would focus, struggling a little bit. Come on camera. You can see double glazing here and on the front. So I think the glass piece is the same. You can potentially replace that, but I think they've added more dampening in the doors, more inside acoustic insulation, so it has a better closing sound and slightly better soundproof, at least the bottom part. On the highway, this is the part where there's still wind noise, although all of this is double glass from the previous model. So let's just jump inside. Before we do that, I'll already show the long range, so let me just mute the sound. Okay, so this is now cloth. In the long range, in the black interior, you will have this Alcantara, and this is textile. Honestly, it doesn't feel bad, but for such an expensive car, it feels cheap. If you go for the leather and then you pay for the white interior, you get a leather here. And then if you go for the standard range, which is this one, excuse me, now it's just Model 3 rear-wheel drive, you get the textile here. Then if you go for the long range with the black interior, you get Alcantara, which just feels more Bosch. The seats are black, perforated, ventilated now. This one is, compared to the previous, you can see that bump. It's not really obstructive when you're looking at the back, but you can see it. So easy entry. So just standing here on the back, let's hear the closing sound. So soundproof is definitely improved. You have the screen on the back, so to full Tesla, you'll have to press here, and then things that someone sitting in the front turns on. You can see this back screen. I already showed you this. You can control this one from the rear. That's cool. Have all the apps and the music, and the fan speed is here, and you can control the direction. So let me see here. I guess you can limit the fan speed there. Okay, on the top, everything is more or less the same besides this LEDs. Still have these. So, and of course for a 2-meter tall person, it's still a bit short, but what can you do? So 2-meter tall is 6.6 in feet. I really like the ambient lights on the back. They stand out. I think they should have introduced that in the previous model. This is now a button, a little bit different, but still the same. And they've added leather here. Look at this. This is leather, and they added textile, so also this helps to improve the soundproof inside. And now they've, I'm pretty sure using this camera for a blind spot. No, this is all the same. You saw this, just a quick glance here. So there is no lumbar on the passenger side. They removed that. And the new seats, slightly redesigned, but more or less the same. So I didn't move the steering wheel. It's a little bit too low, if you ask me. Just kind of rushing there. Now, I'm not sure if you can hear this, but not the motors, but listen to this. The seats, there's so much force going backwards when you accelerate. They're already making squeaky noises. I have a problem on mine as well. I have to go to the service to, you know, complain about that. There's a little LED light here. You can't see it for the blind spot warning, so that's a nice feature. Now, I haven't even switched this to English, so I'll just do that in a moment. Just put it to English till we check the other stuff. So there we go. I'm gonna see yes. Okay, steering wheel. Let me switch to wide lens for a moment. Yeah, this is the wide lens, and it looks nice. Fits nice in the hand, but these, not my favorite. I think you're gonna get used to those, but in the roundabout, it's a little bit, you have to hold your hand like here, then press it. That's the only difficulty. The rest you're gonna get the habit. Not a huge fan of this. When you press the pedal, you go up for drive, neutral, reverse. It's kind of odd. Then you press neutral or you press park. Now over here we have buttons, so you can see that park, reverse. Well, I have to hold the brake. Reverse, neutral, drive. So those are there. Sorry, let's do that one more close up. You can see here, hold the brake, neutral, drive, and then in park it turns on the lights. This is where you need to hold your car now. It's not anymore here. And the rest is more or less the same. This is now in English. I've checked, you don't have, let me see here, lights. You only have a rear fog on the standard range. I'm wondering if the long range has the fog lights. You have the ambient lights here, so you can see those. You can change those. It's pretty cool looking. You can have multiple presets. This car has the autopilot. I think it's an advanced autopilot. So yeah. And this is the range. This is an LFP battery inside. So this is slightly reduced horsepower. It's a little bit under 300 horsepower. It still feels good and has a nice kick. The screen bezel is a little bit different, but everything else is more or less the same. Glove box here is the same. So it's magnetic and it's very loud. Let me just see here. So steering, I'm gonna move the steering slightly up, and then see, I just accidentally touched it, so it doesn't matter. What else? Headspace. Headspace still good. And yeah, now these lighten up, definitely you can see that. So that's it. I'm gonna wrap it here. Just gonna open the front, open this one. So you can see how the cloth looks here. So not the best quality, some small details, but it is improved. Let's be honest. No car is perfect, but Tesla had their, reputation of, not paying attention to small details. But this is of course made in China. This is way better now. Front is the same. Washer fluid is closer now. This is here, and there's a emergency release button there. Excuse me, to open. Allegedly, there is now HEPA, or at least going to come to the Model 3. And I've just noticed they've added this so the water isn't going on the sides, but this area is open. So there are some people complaining about odors for their air filters for the cabin. But that's it. Of course, the back end also has that emergency opening button. Let me actually check that out, and I'm going to wrap the video because I am planning to do point of view driving as well. I'll also get a second time to do a night point of view. So there you go, that's your release button there. So thanks for watching. Like this video, share it, and if you like it, subscribe to this channel. Click the bell to get notified when I upload more Tesla videos and car reviews in general. Thanks for watching, stay safe, bye. Okay, return the car to Tesla. I just noticed one thing. Let's come over here. So the car is on Michelin E-Primacy tires, so it's not on Pilot Sport anymore. These are not bad tires, but one thing I do dislike about this tire, I have it on my Skoda car, it's the aquaplaning is not the best. So they're pushing the Michelin E-Primacy on the standard range, so you can get more range out of the car. And this is how the car looks when it's cloudy or no sun.